Hey friends, it's Michelle. Welcome back to my office and welcome to my dollhouse. Today we're going to be decorating my dollhouse for fall and for Halloween, so let's get started. So before we get started on the actual decorating, I'm going to take you on a tour of the dollhouse as it is now. Okay, so here is Miss Elfie's room. She has this little armoire that was a jewelry box that belonged to my grandmother. And these things I picked up at an antique store. This book is actually from the 1800s, which is really cool. This is the bedroom as it currently stands. And the doll closet is as messy as my own. Hey friends, so while we watch the decorating of the dollhouse, I want to tell you, oh my gosh, you guys are incredible. Okay, so I have wanted to start a YouTube channel for ever, at least 6 years. And, basically now that I work for myself, I have the opportunity to. And when I first started the channel, I thought, hey, I'm starting my art shop. It'll be a good idea for me to get myself out there online a little bit more, etc. I never expected for the videos to land with people the way that they have. I was telling my husband, oh, maybe in a year, maybe I can get monetized. You guys, you have me on track to be monetized in 2 to 4 months. This is crazy. There are already over 500 watch hours on my channel in less than a month. You guys are amazing. Thank you so, so much. You are making my little dreams come true. It's incredible. So, as long as you keep watching, I will keep making stuff. I'm super excited about this essay series that I have coming out. I'm doing a deep dive on different American Girl characters, and it's actually their films, the dolls, the releases, things from the catalogs, the books, the educational materials, all kinds of things. And I've been working really, really hard on it. I'm a writer by trade, and getting to write a long form essay that I get to present to you guys on something that I love as much as I love American Girl is like a dream come true. I remember years ago writing editorials for an online magazine, and it was so fun because I could just pick whatever thing I was fascinated with that day and write a full research, basically a research paper, but giving kind of a fun social angle to it since it was an editorial. But getting to do that for you guys and hearing your responses, well, quote, hearing your responses in the comments is just incredible. So thank you so much again for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. This is insane, and I love you, and thank you. Okay, so let me walk you through what we've done with the dollhouse so far. And sorry, by the way, I'm also on very little sleep. I had 4 hours of sleep last night, so anyway, but we're trekking on. So this little area, I was so excited. My in-laws got me this little ring light for my dolls, so I wanted to set up a little photo booth area for the dolls with all of these little props for them to take different photos and whatnot at their little Halloween party in the dollhouse. That little Halloween Starbucks cup was also a gift from my in-laws. This living room, I made so much of the stuff in here. That little blanket that I just set out and the basket, I made both of those. I also made the sofa. I did not make Edgar Allan Poe. I did make that journal, but I made the sofa. I made all the pillows on it. I made the blanket. I love crafting things. I mean, that's the whole reason that I have an art shop in the first place. I love drawing. I love painting, and I love creating things with my hands. It's always brought me so much satisfaction. And when I was little and I couldn't necessarily have the things that I wanted, I would either draw them or, make things to represent them. So yeah, that's always been really important to me. And the fact that now I get to make things for my dollhouse is just so much fun. I've been collecting all these little odds and ends to decorate the dollhouse in hopes of having one for literally years now. And it's so fun to actually see it all come together, because for like 4 years or something, I just had two shelves where, like, one was in our living room and one was in our bedroom, and that was where I would make my little doll dioramas. And now I have a whole dollhouse. It is insane. Like, it is very squished into my office, which is fine, because my office is also our guest room, which is fine. I feel so blessed to have a guest room, to have an office in my home, to get to work for myself, to get to work from home. But having this dollhouse and getting to decorate it for the holidays for the very first time was so exciting. It's just, it's unreal. I love it. So here's going to be one last little look at the dolls in the house having their Halloween party. So Penelope and Morgan are toasting to the Halloween party. They're enjoying everything in the kitchen. I always like to place them in the kitchen since they are the eldest. I feel like, you know, that's where they would want to hang. It's my favorite place in the home, so, go figure. I love that little jack-o'-lantern, by the way. Setting out all the doll food and the doll candy that I've been collecting over the years was so fun. And I loved getting to set up the girls and kind of tell the story of their little party. We have Raquel, again, dressed up as her great-grandmother, Samantha Parkington, and Sam's pinafore, and then anachronistic knee-highs. And then Miss Evette dressed up as Dorothy Gale. I know it's a little grim with her having the broom and the hat, but I was pulling props together. It's how things came out. But I thought it'd be cute if Noel was helping Evette take photos in the photo booth area. So that was the whole little storytelling bit that was going on over here, and I love the way it came together. And then over here, Joss is trying to do a cartwheel in the middle of the living room, and Daphne is just having like an existential crisis over this. The poor thing. And here's the bedroom. I didn't actually film decorating the bedroom, but I was very happy with the way it came out. That the little quilt that I have in the bed was handmade by a women's group. I've had it for years. I love it, and I love getting to bring it out in the fall for the dollhouse specifically. And if you can't tell, I love Build-A-Bear frogs. My dolls have the little mini versions of all the Build-A-Bear frogs that I have the large versions of. And then lastly, Miss Michaela is hanging up here because I would be hiding from the party too. And she's my mini. So yeah, here is one last look at the dollhouse. I am so happy with the way that everything came together. I'm sorry, I am still working on figuring out the lighting situation. My camera actually experienced some interference from the lights, so if any of that shows up on the video, I'm so sorry. I tried to mitigate that as best I could. But all in all, I think, we're definitely progressing. The editing is getting better. The lighting's getting better. Slowly but surely, everything is coming together. And for that video essay project, I'm actually going to be getting some new editing software. So, crossing fingers, wish me luck on that. And the first video in that series is actually going to be up next Saturday, November 1st. So please like, comment, subscribe, share, and thank you for everything.